3, 2, 1, and we are live right here on Something Like That with NAV. How you doing? Doing good? Well, you should be doing good. You should be doing great, actually. As a matter of fact, it's going to be closing into the year, and loads of great things has been happening all around the world. Well, some places they had elections, some places they had budget, but in my world, it's absolutely nothing's been going on but excitement of chatting, the excitement of chatting with people. And speaking of chatting with people, my guest for this show, this week's episode, well, he's a good friend. He's a very good friend. Known him for quite a while right now. He's the drummer and also the vocalist, or rather the founder of the band called Djezna Stalker. And not only that, he's also the founder of a production company called JX Productions. And if you have been following me for a while now, you've noticed I've been hosting the show called AEW Sessions. And guess what? He is the producer for that particular show. So this week's episode is kind of getting to know this particular gentleman, and at the very same time, kind of a cross promo with AEW Sessions. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the main man, WANGSTER. WANGSTER, right?
WANGSTER.
Is WANGSTER right? Or is it this Wang, WANGSTER? Which one is it?
WANGSTER, JX.
That's the problem. You only have a 4-letter word, but you have so many different styles with that. So which is which right now?
For the Mat Saleh, you can call me Wang lah. Or you
Wang
want to be so Cina pek, call me Wang ah.
Wang. Yeah, Malay Wang. Wang, Malay Chinese also can. Same Wang. It's all about the money.
Unless you want to have a different meaning lah. Wang.
Wang. I don't know. I just kind of like the. I've been calling you Wang for all this while, but that's because of the nick of WANGSTER. So anyway, good man. So how you been, man? How's it been going on? Oh, for the past couple of weeks, we haven't been seeing each other for I don't know what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month.
Probably a month since AEW ended the first season. Yeah, a bit bored lah. I mean, projects.
You miss me? I bet you and the entire team miss me, man. Miss me big time.
Probably. Just want to check whether you lost any weight or not.
I actually been attempting to do that. I've been trying. So far, so good. About 3 kgs down. The attempt was about 10 kgs, but sadly enough, I can't seem to reach that 5 kg or so for some reason. Gravity
3 or 4 kg. 3 or 4 kg is actually quite good.
Yeah, I know. I think it must be the water but I don't know. But
must be the Nescafe, or is it the Nescafe you've been drinking? You have your Nescafe with you?
I am still having it. It's a compulsory thing. One in the morning, one in the night. But of course, a couple in between.
I level up a bit.
Yeah, actually, that's what I went down to the shop earlier to get. I wanted to get myself a can of beer, just since you were on the show. I don't know, for some reason, without me knowing, unconsciously, I took a can of Nescafe and came back. Halfway through, when I reached home, I was like, what the fuck am I doing with the Nescafe? It was supposed to be a can of beer, man. That was the plan.
What an excuse.
So, but I don't know. It's not an excuse. It's just like I'm such a coffee addict and not much of an alcohol person. Anyway, dude, let's talk about Djezna Stalker a little bit down here.
All right, sure.
I see there's some changes that took place lately, and you guys have been around for quite a while now. So, and the best part is, you had your albums. You were touring for a while. You were in Japan. You did some tours locally down here, and of course, it was kind of like a hold right for a short period of time, because I think each and every one of you had your thing going on. Is that right?
Yeah, I think we kind of like been quiet for 2 years. We did like a 1 or 2 shows, but that was like one-off thing. We didn't plan to actually continue gigging. I think throughout the 2 years, we were more focused in songwriting. I mean, planning for a new album and whatever tours that we can plan. I mean, according to the budget that we have. And then suddenly COVID started.
Yeah, everything just messed it up.
Everything up. Yeah, I mean, the last, I would say the biggest thing that we did was the music video for Wish You Better, our English singer. We actually recorded, we shot the music video last December. And, and then it was somewhere around March, and they had this MCO, right? So to us, like, it's lucky lah. At least we got something
just in time
to release. And we released that track 1st of April. So yeah, now we are focusing on our next single, our Malay single, Memory Silamku. Yeah, but unfortunately, because of this CMCO, we had to postpone the recording. We were supposed to do a music video for that song as well. So
But
yeah.
the thing is this year, 2020, seems to be a year where people kind of adapt to some new styles and some new methods of producing the music or music video itself. Not necessarily you have to have a full-fledged production for a music video. Some of them are focusing on lyrics, some of them with a handphone style, some of them just recording whatever is happening in the studio itself. So, has Jenna Stocker ever thought about that, or you really want to do the full-fledged music video?
Mm, I mean, for me as a production guy, of course, I would love to have a proper produced video. I mean, keeping up, maintaining the standards there. But I mean, throughout the MCO period, we actually released some homemade DIY videos. We
Mm-hmm.
did some lyric video as well. It's just to fill up the gaps lah when we just being quiet. So yeah, I mean we are okay with the idea. I mean shooting with handphone. It's just another way of to us it's like a side content, and then it will
Okay.
lead up to our main content. I mean such as a music video or maybe a documentary. Yeah,
So it's like the behind the scenes kind of thing. That those are the clips is kept for that lah.
sort of just to keep fans and our friends busy
It's always
at the
it's
moment.
because as a person who likes music videos as well, I'm always fascinated with that behind the scenes stuff that goes on. You know, you're seeing the band members practicing or some snoring on the sleeping on the couch. You know, those kind of things, which
Mhm.
hardly happens these days. Like you don't really see much of that lah.
Oh yeah. I mean, for that to happen, of course, you need the budget, right? I mean, unless I mean you have the budget to rent a studio for a whole week or a whole month. Yeah, I mean you can lay out there, you can sleep there. Of course, lah. I mean that would be the dream. So you can,
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. You know, having this kind of scene where you sleep it on the couch, lay out,
Yeah, it's the
makan
so
there.
rock and rollish kind of
Yeah,
feel.
yeah.
But
So Guns
Malaysia
N'
very hard,
Roses.
no budget lah. Huh?
No, no, no. I mean, a lot of musicians now are bedroom musicians. I mean, they record their stuff at home. So now you have all this equipment. The technology is there, like, there are stuff coming from China that cheap and it's easily accessed, even for you and me. So if we want to do a simple recording, yeah, it's just a click away, and then as long as you got the money lah, it's not
Yeah.
expensive. It's like a package, right? Like for $1,000 you can get this and that. It's like a starter kit. So
Okay.
it's a good thing lah, I feel.
Yeah, I think that's what Brandon also did. That some of his tracks were all recorded in the bedroom kind of thingy, and some
Uh-huh.
of the other musicians who actually did the whole works were in their bedroom itself without going to the studio, unless for mastering and
Mhm.
whatever stuff that you need to do.
Yeah,
Right?
I got to give it to Brandon De Cruz, right? You're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, earlier today he sent a link for
Hmm.
a song that I'm sure you received as well.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So I got to give it to him. He is very, how to say, hardworking and discipline lah.
Yeah. He has.
Discipline.
Yeah. He has a system, in other
Yeah.
words.
I
Yeah,
mean,
which
keeping
something which
himself
is something that you
busy.
don't see much. How about you guys? I mean, Jenna Stalker, like for example, when it comes to the discipline part of it, it is like, do you all have like say a timeline of how the whole process works? Like, okay, I'm going to record this, I'm going to shoot this video, and of course, I'm going to have my so-called marketing campaign going on right here. You know, this is how the
Mhm.
target is. This is the time frame. Does it work like that, or do you all this? I mean, because I have to admit it, you all have your day jobs or day businesses going on, so it's
Yeah.
not as easy as it sounds for unless you're a full-time musician. So how
Mhm.
about it for Jenna Stalker? Does that happen for you guys?
Well, discipline and commitment to me is very questionable. So for us, I mean, most of the time I'll do the planning, like I manage out. I mean, when it comes to music video shoots or recording or practice. I mean, of course, I'll still ask. Um, I mean, for their timeline and see where we can, slot in, meet up. But our style, I mean, throughout all these years, our style is more like, like we plan and just go ahead and whack any, just
Okay,
do it,
just go with the
just do
flow,
it.
huh?
Yeah, but of course, the risk is there, but we are always on top of it and make sure that things are, okay lah, you don't screw it up lah. I mean, budget is one thing, timeline is one thing. I mean, you always have to meet that. You set a date, you set a date for this thing to be done. Make sure you accomplish. So
Time
that's
is
how
money
we
is,
work
is
lah.
another thing.
Time is time is money. But like even practice also, is we meet up. I mean, not like every week now. I mean, we used to do that. Now it's more like with a purpose. You see, like okay, let's practice because we have something coming up. okay, we have a recording, or we have a show coming, and we have to meet up. So it's more like of this kind of style. We don't have like like a fixed timetable that you need to follow. We do, but we do set like maybe like a Wednesday that we will come in and practice. But sometimes we don't have anything to look forward to, like then don't bother lah. No point coming on a Wednesday. So that's
Okay.
how we work. That's how we work.
Because
I mean, to me, it's not that good lah. To me, it's not
yeah,
good.
because it has evolved from the days of like when I chat with most musicians, or in comparison with 5 or 10 years before and present, and some of them even in the present sector. When I say timeline, the reason being is because everything is laid out, is all planned out already. Because like, yeah, I have to do this within this time frame. This is this, and I can't just take it for granted because I got to come out with, let's say, for example, if I'm coming out with an EP or maybe an album with about 10 songs, each song has to come out within certain time frame.
Yep.
So in order for me to prepare for the next song and things like that. But in your case, it looks a little different, man. Or the first one, the music video that it came out, you mentioned earlier, what's the name of the track again?
Wish You Better.
Wish You Better. Sorry, Wish You Better. Okay, that started off. Was shot in December, and this is already 1 year, man. It's going to be a year, right?
1 year.
Time
So
flies.
fast.
And it was released somewhere in March, right?
1st of April.
1st of April. Okay, 1st of April, and there you had another few months gap over there, and then coming up with the second one. Why such a long gap? Despite MCO.
I think probably music. We have to put the music aside for now. Putting food on the table is more important. Making sure your business is staying afloat. That'll be more important lah. But now I feel that now it's probably time for us to to at least release something. So just do it before December comes. At least something for the second half of the year. You see, it's not like how to say. It's more like trying to make sure that it's consistent. Like we have done something first half of the year. Make sure second half of the year you have something equivalent. It's balanced.
Okay,
So
and
then,
at least, have it all planned out, lah.
yeah, at least fans, they will know lah. Oh, these guys came out with a single earlier the year, and then now they're releasing a Malay single second half of the year. So to me it's like striking a balance there. In fact, it's like bilingual as well. One is English, one is BM. So with these two singles, we hope to write more songs for the next album, and then get it recorded and do a tour. So
Nice.
our dream is
I'm
still
pretty
to
sure
go back.
because you are very, very down to earth, rather very humble, and you don't really talk much about your band. I mean, every time I see you, it's like, hey, dude, how Djezna talking? Ah, la de, okay, la de. No, you don't really like show the whole, hey, I'm a band guy kind of thingy. And the best part is, whoever knows Djezna Stalker, or whoever's been a fan of Djezna Stalker, they've been curious of asking, hey, Djezna Stalker, hey, why now come out? Why? Hey, aku kenal. It's like almost the whole planet knows Djezna Stalker, that kind of thing. That's how. Don't laugh, dude. Don't laugh. Serious. That's everybody that we came across during the AEW session. Everybody says almost the same thing. So I guess you should be going more on that part. But I'm going to take a second just to check out a couple of messages. Alan Ng, not Loglog Edika. Yes, I am a Loglog Edik. I'll tell you about that later on in the show. What is that all about? Dennis Day, System of a Down. I think so. Loving the background, Nav. Yes, Barry. This is my super duper biggest investment for the year. 30 ringgit on Lazada. So I get the lightings like this. Of course, it was inspired by. And, so that's what's been happening, Barry. Anyway, let's get back to Djezna Stalker right now. And at this particular time, everybody's been talking about, you were saying that you got to focus on businesses and money and so on. But at the very same time, MCO and CMCO, the trend has been loads and loads of music has been coming out, and also loads of online shows to promote the music. This has been happening. Don't you think that this is the best time for Djezna Stalker to come on board and just go with a bang as much as possible? Because everything is like on online content. Everybody seems to be spending so much of time on social media and online. Don't you think this would be an advantage for Djezna Stalker?
I mean, it is, but I would say it's very subjective. Of course, pros and cons. As I mentioned earlier, keeping the standard, the quality of the content is very important. I mean, I'm actually planning to do a live show somewhere next week with the band. So it's like a chat and sing cover
Okay.
songs and just to get to know the fans again. I mean, I think we lost touch with a lot of them. So it's like an initiative for us to get connected again. So as you said, online platform is. I mean, everybody's using the social media right now, right? So
Yeah.
I think we don't want to miss the boat lah. Just
Yeah.
whatever
Get
matters
up.
we can use, whatever content that we can create, just throw it there, but still maintaining a certain quality to the
Yeah, that's
content.
that's that's a very important thing because, for example, like when we had the chat one, the creation of AEW session, it's always about the quality of performance that's coming out. Yes,
Mhm.
we can we have to admit that there was a lot of live set was taking place, a lot of live shows were going on, but most of them were recorded via phone or maybe their laptop, but sound quality wasn't there, which kind of
Mm-mm.
compromised the so-called performances. So hence
Yeah.
the reason one of the shows that AEW session was set, it was to create the platform or the place where people can actually do a show.
hmm
Yeah, right? Is that what is it all about?
That's only part of the reason lah. But the whole purpose is to actually provide another platform or another avenue for not only to musicians, I mean to SME business owners, any other local acts. It can be magicians, painters, DJs, photographers to use this platform and promote themselves. I mean, MCU already screw up so many creative practitioners out there. So I'm just hoping that this platform is somehow beneficial to them. I mean, it depends how they want to sell themselves. I mean, we already given you the platform. I mean, everything is short in terms of visual and audio, they are all clear, right? So make sure
Hmm.
you make full use of it. Once everything's recorded, it's on Facebook and YouTube. Just make sure that it's in your portfolio. You can use it for your future, reference. I mean, if you want to get something with a client, this is something that you can show. It's better than showing a handphone recorded
Yeah,
video. You
this guy.
see,
Okay, come on
you
now,
get
come
what I
on
mean,
now,
right?
please come down. Okay, I know, man. I've seen a lot of that going on,
Mhm.
which is true. Which is true because the segment itself. I get this part. I could just interject on this side because you put me in a spot like, sometimes when during the shows like, because you just throw me guests. You just like, I mean, Nav, this week we're gonna have this week we're gonna have that, which is
Mhm.
mighty difficult for a host to actually just switch the modes and so on. But on the other hand, it was pretty interesting because let's say who do we have? We had the painter, we had Marisa, and of course the other young lady. She was
Paid.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we had our friend from Karamjit, and we had the guys from the oil company together, and
Yep.
then we had a whole long list, man. I just had this. I just like.
So
I know
many
it's
more.
been a few weeks, but I just kind of there's a lot of them who came out when it comes to products and something different altogether. You hosted someone who was a magician. That was exciting, and the another part of it was the music sense of it.
hmm hmm
Artists coming on board and having their session. You were giving them about say an hour or two to perform and also collect tips, and this was an exciting thing. So they don't really need to worry about the logistics of it, right?
Yes, everything is all provided. So that's the whole purpose lah, is to kita jaga kita lah. I mean, we are not doing this for the money. It's just helping each other. I mean,
But to come on
if
board the show itself, getting on board AEW itself, is there a certain criteria or requirements for you to have before you could just come in and just plug and play, or maybe come and talk about things?
Mhm. Actually, I try not to, but somehow we still have to set a bit of rules there. Um, of course, we want the guest to actually at least to have a certain followers. I mean, they already have a portfolio, you see. I mean, I don't mind someone new in the scene, but that we probably have to curate or even maybe organize the show a little bit different for them, because sometimes we cannot expect them to be playing like a 1 hour or 2 hour shows, right? Since they are new, they might only have five music under their belt. So I mean, if we encounter such cases, then maybe we can plan out like an open mic session before the main act. I mean, this is something that I can look into to help out the new guys in the scene.
Yeah, so
So
that way I don't have to come and interject every single time, lah.
No, well, you still have to be the guy in front of the camera. It cannot be me,
Yeah,
right?
man, I've been taking up so much of space, man.
So yeah, so now you have lost the 3 to 4 kg. So make sure you hit the
The
double
10
figure.
before this the show we decided that the show will only start back in the second season is once I lose 10 kgs, but that's never going to happen, maybe
With or
it might
without you,
a
with or
bit.
without you.
The show still goes on. Hey, don't start doing that, man. Don't start doing that to me right now. But anyway, talking about all this production stuff, you also have another hat that you wear, which is the company that production company that you run, right? So
Yes.
the production company, is it like more on the entertainment side, or is it just focused on corporate?
Ah, so it's like me trying to sell my company now, lah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just curious because we talk about it even in your
Mhm.
nick over here on your Facebook, you have the thing called Wangster JX. You're already publicizing it there itself.
All right.
But what
Okay.
does JX stands for, dude? I am still
Aiyo,
puzzled with that.
that's my full name, lah. Wang.
Really, X? What's the X there? Oh, you're not going to reveal the name, okay.
My full name, lah, bro.
Okay,
Wang
okay, okay.
Jianxiong. A
Ah,
bit of tongue
I
twister for
thought it
you.
was some funky JX, some acronym for something Kampala, but okay lah. Typical Chinaman name there lah, okay.
JX.
But anyway, seriously, let's talk about the JX production there because you have the ones that I've known is like you've been shooting for the Iron Man in Langkawi, right?
Yes. Well, generally, Jack's Productions is a full service video production. So meaning that we do end to end lah. So from creative development and within pre-pro production up to shooting. Shooting we call it production lah, and then up to post production is where you have all the animation, video editing, VO recording, all the stuff lah. So, but what we focus mainly commercials, corporate branded content. If you talk about events, I'll be very selective. So Iron Man will be one of them because
Mm.
it is an international brand. I'll be picky like when it comes to event. So the only thing that I don't do in production is wedding. I don't
Ah,
shoot weddings, so I don't get my guys to go and cover weddings. So
but that's where the money is, isn't it?
I wouldn't say so, but
Really?
maybe for the freelancers, yes, they can just do it. But one man should go do it by themselves. For me, I'm targeting the bigger fish lah.
Okay, like big corporate guys,
Yeah, to
but
me,
music.
it's yeah. Sorry, to me, production is a huge process. It's not like a one man show. You see, there are so many roles. In the organization, in the production hierarchy, you have the director, producer, you have the production manager, the cameraman, editor. So it's one thing that I like to practice having a person with the specific role, and you do it because this
Okay.
is his or her specialty. You give it to that person.
So you
So
have a
avoid.
segregation of it, lah.
To me, it's proper because
Okay.
one man show you tend to compromise the whole quality and standard. You see. Yeah,
Oh.
you will burn out. I'm not sure if you've seen my Facebook post. I was actually complaining about this guy who actually posted up a job vacancy looking
Oh
for
yeah, I saw that.
junior assistant video producer. But when I look at the job scope, this fella needs to direct, write script, produce, shoot, edit, design,
The jack
graphic,
of all trades, lah.
animation. Hello, first of all, that's not what an assistant producer's supposed to be doing. So yeah, I don't like this kind of mentality that you are somehow um, taking the whole industry for granted. There's a reason why we are all, different roles. So stop with the one man show mentality. If you don't have the budget, be upfront, tell us your budget, and we see what we can help achieve. Sometimes, but the money is there. That's why there are a lot of, I would say freelancers, they are desperate for the cash, the fast money. You
Okay.
see, oh, I can do it. Okay, budget, how much? 2K. Okay, can do, can. Everything can. And then later on, when you want to deliver it, you screw up because you
Oh.
gave empty promises. So this is one thing that I don't like. if a client comes to me and you want to get this done, ABC, and I would tell you, this is the budget required, and these are the people involved to achieve
Yeah,
this
I'm
content
pretty
for
sure
you.
you get excuses from us people saying that, hey, only shoot this, only just put this picture, then you paste, cut and paste, put some music at the back. Why so expensive? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get that a lot, right?
A lot. I mean, the market the Malaysian market is so terrible now. In fact, a few days ago, I was just checking out some projects. I mean, overseas projects, not here. Let's say from Australia, I was going through some pitching, websites just to have a look at how much they actually offer in terms of the budget, lah. For a simple video, it could be say 3,000 Aussie dollars. I
Okay.
mean, for some basic video, lah. But if you just imagine that this is in Malaysia, there won't be such budget for this kind of content. I mean, I don't want to go too deep into it because I can
Okay.
go on and on and on and on and start complaining, and this
Yeah,
will turn
that
out to
happens,
be.
man. Come on, for a change. I don't mind, man.
Yeah, I mean,
People bitching about it.
this whole show is gonna be a video production seminar already.
I
Just
don't
you gotta
mind. I
stop
don't
me.
mind, man. Because I spoke about music. I spoke about comedy. I spoke about a lot of things, and production was not in the list yet. Hence the reason why I needed your help on your view on certain things. Because at the very same time, when you talk about production, the creativity side of it seems to be slipping a lot. Because I was at one of these talks and one of these award shows by some marketing gurus or marketing association kind of thingy, and one of the things they spoke about was the creative industry is no longer creative. True. Would you agree on that part? Because let's face it. Look at the ads you see
Yes.
on TV or the stuff that you listen on radio. You see stuff
Mhm.
posters going on. You don't have something that you could remember. I mean,
Yes, I mean,
even when you look through the ads on your social media that's running around there, there's nothing that seems to be catching your eye except that Jennifer Lopez and that coin thing or whatever. Lah. That's the only thing that you can seem
well,
that the ad seems to be running.
creative. I mean, you talk about creative. I mean, if you're just talking about Malaysia, lah, our market,
Mhm.
lah, I feel that we are just too afraid, too scared to actually step out from the circle of the box, because why we are all being, how to say, mind fuck lah. If you do this, you're gonna get into trouble with the law. If you do this, you're gonna, how to say, piss off some religion, this kind of things. So that's
A
why I
lot of
feel
red
that we are
tapes,
just
lah.
too red tapes. I feel that we are just too safe. If you want to implement something new, we start to worry about all these things that might offend people out there. So that's why probably our creative will never be on par with other countries. I mean, you just example, look at Thailand, how they do their
Oh,
ads, the
they're
short film.
amazing, man.
Yeah,
Even for
they're
simple insurance,
mind blowing.
it's like yeah,
Exactly. Now,
yeah,
the whole
they're
story, the whole story. I mean, is you don't see how it relates to the product, but of course, eventually it does.
yeah.
But the clients are, how to say, um, very open to all these ideas. But when you look at Malaysia, it's different. So I would
But
say that's one of the
it wasn't
reason.
always like that, right? Like, say, we also had some big ads or big, significant, memorable ads, like during the era of Yasmin Ahmad, the legendary late Yasmin Ahmad. She came up
Yeah.
with so many fantastic
Mhm.
commercial ads, and everybody remembered it,
Yeah.
so well because she was super smart, super genius when coming out like that. But finding somebody to fit her shoes, it's like close to impossible these days. It's like she took the leap and it worked out. Like,
Mhm.
see, some of the ads that people can still talk about is the DG, the yellow man thingy.
Mhm.
Everybody was singing along to the tune. But
Yeah.
right now, I'm still trying to figure out something that's catchy, which I can't. Have you? Have you ever come across any that which caught your attention for the past, let's say, 1 year or two?
Not really. Probably too drunk throughout the whole year. Yeah, I
Maybe we
mean,
should come up with a drunk ad.
what she did, she basically humanized and Malaysianized the commercials and all the stuff that she did. But I feel that this is her era, and somehow we gotta move on, and things will always be renewed. I mean, ideas will always needs to be, requires to be refreshed. You see, but that's the thing, we don't really see it nowadays. So I don't know, is it whether because of the budget constraint? Was it because of the fear of actually you may offend or insult people out there? And there's so many other reasons why that you don't see content that are like mind blowing. Everything is just being so safe nowadays.
Right.
So you just in fact, like there are cases, there were cases that uh I don't want to mention who lah. You know, they got into trouble because of plagiarism. You know, you took this
Okay.
idea and then somehow you almost copied it like 70-80%. So obvious. Yeah, to me, if you want to be creative in that way, make sure you don't tiru lap into kering like that. You know, you try to modify a bit. Like. You go and take an apple and then you just paintbrush it to be maybe a bit
A ripe
darker
apple.
red. What's the point, you see? So like, yeah.
But the same thing is like it also can be said on music videos that's going on these days, right? Of course, the number one problem with most artists that's coming out right now is the budget to create a music video. It's not as cheap as it's not something cheap. Like let's say, for example, I remember many years ago, when you want to produce a decent music video, it will take you at least about 20K, 5, 10, or maybe 20K to have just a decent music video. Nothing so great about it. But these days, it has dropped a lot because of maybe the equipments or maybe the software that people uses. But do you think no matter how cheap it gets, it still doesn't bring out the essence of the song or maybe the story of the song because the creativity is not exactly there? It's because, as you can see these days, that most of the music video that comes out, it's the subject and the video has no connection whatsoever. I mean, back then also they had the same thing, but this time it's kind of monotonous. Everybody seems to be doing the same thing, the similar thing that's been happening over and over again. What's your take on that, man?
Okay. I got 2 points. One, I mean, if you're talking about musicians, I cannot blame them because for not having the budget. I mean, it's all from your own pocket. Even I myself, I'm a musician.
Yeah.
Everything's out from my pocket. But that's the thing. The thing is, if you want to, you have a small budget, but you want to create a very, how to say, what's the word for it? A music video that actually works. You know,
Okay.
that small budget, yes, but you don't want to be like what you said, monotonous or boring. This is where you actually require someone like a producer or maybe a director to come in and assist. You know, that's why I said you cannot be a one-man show. I mean, at least if you're lucky, you know, you have a friend who's a producer or maybe a director or a script writer or what, they can actually help you. They will actually help you find ideas that you're not aware of. So
Okay.
that is one. Two, depending on the budget, yes, if you want to do a concept, this concept can be 50,000. This concept can also be 100,000 or even 500,000, but it's still the same concept. You get what I mean? So if you're
Okay.
coming to me that you only have 5,000, but you want to do this exact concept, so you have to be aware that there are certain limitations to what you can do. You see, we have to advise them, musicians, that these are things that you can achieve if without actually taking risk in screwing up the whole music process. I mean the music shoot process. So I would say it's a very subjective topic, but I feel that a lot of musicians out there are not aware of how easily that you can just screw up and waste money. You see.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean let's take a very good example. Our dear friend from Ken from Parabola. No, they have a small budget, right, as they said, and they did a simple music video, and it worked. You get what I mean? I mean the budget is so small, but when you watch the whole music video, it's, to me, it's like, oh fuck, it works. It's not trying too hard. It's not to say that, oh, it sucks. No, it's just there. It's ngam, it hits inside here. Oh, cukup jalan. no
So
problem with it.
it is important to have someone who specializes in this because I always
Yes.
believe that whenever people who are specialized in certain things, they always have a different eye, especially photographers, cameraman, or
Yes.
producers. You have a different eye on saying that okay, you want to take a shot, even if you're using your handphone for that matter, you got to come in at this angle. Okay, the lighting should be in that angle. This will create more impact towards the video. Is that what it is?
Correct. Just an example for you. When we recorded "Wish You Better," we did
Mm-hmm.
in Laguna. We thought that we actually got all the, I mean, the music arrangement perfect, you know. But the time when we started recording, we actually got Duan from Seven Collar T-shirt to have actually help us produce the music. So throughout the whole process of recording, he was actually giving ideas, constructive comments, ideas, and how to improve this certain part in the song. And we weren't aware so that you can actually do this, do that to make it sound better. So that's why it's very important to actually have someone who's how to say it, skillful in that field to actually lead you towards the your goal. So I would say it's I mean the context is the same lah. Same goes for, you know, for musicians who want to make a music video. Get the right people in. It's not because like you want to keep things cheap. You just chincai get your friend and start shooting, and that's when you come out half-ass shit, you know.
Okay. I could imagine that, man. Because the thing is, like, we will go back again to the budget thing. Is like, what's the comfortable figure? Let's say for someone who has no budget whatsoever, it's like the possibilities of recording an entire music video using an iPhone, you know, with the minimal lightings, and of
Okay.
course you have that one professional to get it right. So, in
Okay.
an average, a figure, if you could have a ballpark figure, let's say a minimum cost, what would that cost in an average, lah?
For me, okay, I'm gonna use my music video as the example lah. I actually spent 5,000 up from my pocket to do "Wish You Better" music
Ooh.
video. I mean, apart from that, of course, I had some assistant from from my crew. You know, they don't mind doing it at a lower fee. But of course, very thankful I mean, for helping out and, you know, produce the whole music video. This is what I would say perks lah. So I only have 5,000, but when you watch it, of course, it's supposed to cost more than 10,000 lah. But because of people around me who can actually help and assist, but that's the thing. Do not take these people for granted. But make sure in the future there's something beneficial for them. You know, maybe another project that can pay well or something like that. So if your budget is, let's say, 5,000, figure a way to actually make it look good within a 5,000. I mean, you don't expect it to look like some Michael Bay movie, you know, explosion, pom, 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 multiple locations, you know, this and that. If you want to use a handphone, go ahead, but make sure that when you start shooting with a handphone, you must understand the limitation of the handphone and what it can achieve. I mean, you know that this handphone, you can do some basic settings to it, make full use of it. And talk about lighting, you have minimal lighting, just figure a way how to make it look good. You cannot just, I mean, you cannot just say that, oh, 5,000, oh, you're not going to do anything great. You can do something great within 5,000, but of course you need to brainstorm. You really need to sit down and, you know, plan from A to Z and stick to it. You see, do not change things halfway. You know, like when I came out the storyboard for "Wish You Better," right? I was cracking my brain how to cut costs, you know, how to get everything done within one location. You know, I would love to have at least two locations. One location, the studio for the band, a second location for the couple to do the, you know, I love you, you don't love me, that kind of thing. But I don't have the extra money. So what I did was that I did everything in one studio, rented the whole place for one whole day, from morning to evening, you know, shot the whole thing, everything inside. To me, I mean, it looks fine for 5K, man. So
Okay,
so if
fair
you ask
enough.
me, if you ask me whether what's the right figure, there's not really a right figure to it, a safe figure. No, some people
It's
will
just
say
what
like
you have, lah.
1,000. Yeah, it's what
It's
you
just what you
have.
have, and
Gather your guys, your team around, and see what you have. See what you have in the pocket. You all campur all together. See what you have, and then you see what you can do with it. Get someone who's a professional in this line and come and give you advice. Don't be stuck up and act gangster. Buat sendiri lah. That's why.
yeah,
That's
it
why.
doesn't work. It's easy
Yeah,
to be seen when you watch on YouTube's and all the other social medias. Hey, shit, I can do that, man. But there's a lot of technicality or the science behind the whole thing for that particular video to look damn good.
yeah, there are a lot of great bands in Malaysia. New bands, and even some are already been around for years. But when you see that the music video,
It's like, wow, what a waste, isn't it?
it's a
It's like,
waste.
shit,
The
man.
package is not there. I mean, I mean, audio it sounds good, but visually, pedih lah mata.
Yeah, but the thing is, this the option, the alternative they have for it. It's like, let's say I can't produce one. Using lyrical videos, is that a good thing? Is that something memorable, or because nowadays I've noticed that one of the trend that came out, like I was checking out, and an honest mistake, Roshan also did this. Roshan Jamrock
Mhm.
and a couple other guys, they started using this what vertical is it? Was it, yeah, vertical, right? Going forward, and those kind of video productions. So because everybody these days, you look at the phone straight up, they don't really
Yeah,
tilt it
yeah,
much. So production
yes,
started working out in that way, and
yes.
some of them are just focusing on just lyrical with some exciting
Mm-hmm.
color backgrounds and so on. Is that does that create an impact for an artist where their songs would be remembered better?
Oh, actually, it does. I mean, if you want to come out with a lyric video, some people can spend up to 10K for just one lyric video. I mean,
Really? Yeah.
it's mostly all animation. You see, some people do it up to like a 3D looking animation video. I mean, mine is no cost involved lah. I do it by myself lah. As long as lepas cukup
At least you
makan,
got
then
some knowledge and you got the tools for it, man.
you have to cheat your way out lah. That's one thing that probably a lot of people don't know. I mean, sometimes you just have to cheat your way out, and then it looks good.
Just like how I invested 30 ringgit in my Lazara lightings.
Yeah. Yeah, but your headphone is about to bust.
Yeah, I broke my fucking headphones, man. I was just, I was just in a rush. I'm always very careful with my equipments. But this
Mhm.
one particular day, I was in a rush. I forgot that there was a cheap ass headphone. I just stretched it a little bit, and now it's all taped up here and there. It's like,
You
fuck,
know
man, I
why?
gotta get
Because
a new one.
you are growing sideways. Even the
Dude, not my
headphone cannot
head,
even.
dude. My head still remains the same, dude. I wasn't putting my headphones on my belly. But speaking of that, I know somebody will be excited when you spoke about me going sideways. People like Alan's on board. Dennis Day,
Yeah.
Sealan is on
Uh-huh.
board. The entire crew is down here, man. The
Oh yeah,
posse,
Dennis, the
the
loyal supporter, number one
yeah,
fan of
exactly,
AEW
man.
Sessions, all the way from
Yep.
Singapore.
Purple Nav. Yes, yes, it's going purple right now. It's actually, I must admit it, it was inspired with AEW sessions. It's just that I fine tuned a little bit, tweaked it a little bit, and I got this color going on at the back. A bit
Itulah,
like,
no. See,
I
plagiarized.
stole the idea a bit, lah. I just stole the idea, lah. It will always be a bloody ugly looking painting at the back, man.
You
Nothing
should
that I
start
know
doing
about.
the disco kind of like.
Yeah, I think I might do that, lah. Invest in. Waiting for Deepali to come in, lah. See, once everybody's finished decorating the house, just take something out, lah. The light have to dim down or move out of the frame. Okay, lah. Wait, lah. Next setting, lah. Next setting, lah. Dennis,
Start
don't
lah.
worry. I'll do that next setting. Next one, I'll definitely improve it, lah. This one also, my lights on a set of cushion right now. This is all about improvisation.
I
Yeah,
see.
I'm
You see,
learning, lah. Learning.
these people in the chat there are all the technical people. Sure,
Yeah, I
with
know. So I
pleasure and
see. This is what I was talking about. For those who've been there watching this particular broadcast, or maybe for those listening to Spotify, this is what we're talking about. Little details that people like you and me, on the ordinary side, we won't see it. But the guys on the production side, or maybe I don't know, camera, lightings, technical group of people, they have a special eye for it. Photographers. So seek the advice whenever you're going to create something. Have a chat with them. Seek a bit of advice. Don't just watch YouTube videos for tutorials and then create your own video. It's a different thing. Some things you can learn. Some things you can do it. You can call Wang for consultant. I don't need to call him, man. I don't need. I just watch what he does. I copy bullet. I come and do it down here.
actually, I feel it's a blessing that that I do video production and music. To me, it's like a great combo. You see,
Yeah. No, but
even
the thing is, your production house does it get involved in music video production? Since you do corporate,
yeah. I mean, I received inquiries for music videos. It's always the budget issue, lah. I know.
yeah.
I mean, I would love to help, but there's no way for me to actually come on board to. I mean, it's still a job, you see. Something. I mean, I still have to earn money, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
true.
I still want to help you as a musician, but I still need to feed myself. I mean, like maybe come back again with a better budget, then we can see what we can actually do for you.
But speaking
So
of that, it's like when you talk about budget, I don't mean to rain on your parade, but this particular time is like for some or many is considered a very tough time. So has the production companies, as yourself or anybody else, come up with something that's a little more affordable from the norm, or is it do they have to maintain that so-called
the
pricing for
pricing,
them? Yeah,
all
I
right.
mean, because like
Mhm.
let's face it, like it's come to a point that where at one point of time people could spend about say this a figure of speech
Mhm.
about 1,000 ringgit. Right now, they can't do it. It's just the best they can go for is 500 tops. So
Okay.
do these companies actually decide like, okay, let's come up with a new package altogether
Mhm.
and work something out within that smaller one, reduce it, bring it way below the bar?
This for this scenario, it involves both parties. I mean, as in the production party and also the client side. Um, yes, MCO screwed everyone, budget everything cut. But if you need to come out another video, we have to find somewhere to come in the middle line. We compromise. I mean, in fact, for myself, I am offering video packages. I call it the CMCO video plus photo package, is to help out SMEs out there who in need of new marketing materials out there, and this you can get this package for a limited time offer. That's why I said it has to be a two-way traffic. You see, if you say that you don't have a budget, okay, I don't mind going down, but you have to bring down, as a client, you have to bring down your expectation. So you cannot maintain your expectation up here, and while you
Right.
want things to be cheaper, uh my budget is here, and yet I have to stretch this budget up to your expectation here. So that's
But
why
the
I
but
said,
the thing is,
yeah.
there's also I mean pros and cons to that because if let's say for a person who's selling your business or producing something, you always have to maintain quality, whether it's cheap or not cheap. You still have to
Mhm.
maintain your standard of quality.
Yes, correct.
So if the client tend to get comfortable with the whole idea, hey shit, not bad. What if I pay little also, I still can get good production. What? Why not? So wouldn't that be a bad thing on the long run?
It is actually. That's why our role is to always educate clients. I mean, you cannot blame the client for not knowing pricing for videos. You see, so long term, yes, the damage is there. So this is one thing that I'm actually very angry with uh, some freelancers and also fresh grad students. They come out and then they start opening up their own production. Start picking up jobs directly with clients and then charging like way below the market price, uh, and then start doing videos for them. So they are not educating the client. They're not telling them what is the market price for corporate video or for this brand video. So it's a very tough topic to actually discuss. You see, there are so many lubang that we have to plug. You cannot just put one blame onto this and then this one we have to lepas and everybody is at fault. I mean now, back in those days years ago, to do a TV commercial, I mean our understanding is always gonna be above 100,000. You see,
Yeah.
minimum at least have to be above 100,000 for the past 5-6 years. But now TV commercials the budget are below 100,000, 80,000 also got, 50,000 also got. I mean,
It's going lower and lower. And it came to some point that all you need to do is just get an MC who can't speak properly, just record with the phone and talk about the products going on. Like the one you showed me once.
oh yes, oh yes. Oh,
It's
that was
also given
horrible.
that. It's like we understand the situation. But okay, sorry. From what I was asking, we some or other went back to the corporate side. On the musicians or maybe artists, has there been any plans of you coming up with packages or maybe working the way out of venturing more into music video scene?
Mm, actually thought of that. Still have to actually really sit down and uh, think about it. Need to come up a package where it actually helps both sides, as a
Okay.
musician and also the crew. So my idea is always to make sure that the guys are getting paid for doing their work. The musicians are getting the video that they want at a certain quality. I mean, the things that we really discussed and agreed upon. So yeah, I feel that sometimes artistic people, they are a bit
Yeah, I know. I could imagine, man. I could imagine. Everybody wants the stars, but they want to pay peanuts, lah.
yeah, I mean, example, like, a few years ago, there was this guy that came up to me, so-called an upcoming singer. Hi Wang, I want to do a music video. Okay, can you show me your stuff? I listen to it. Hey, not bad. I feel that might work on the radio, man. So, but I need a music video. How much you charge? I mean, if you really want a decent video to go along with this track, I would say you need at least 10K. 10K. Huh? I don't have that amount of money. I only got 1,000 into, huh? 1,000 is only enough for me to bring a cameraman in with a camera, and you haven't even started editing the video. So yeah, if you talk about pricing, yes, 1,000 is just enough to bring a cameraman and the equipment. So there will be a one-man show out there who's going to take up that job for 1,000. I can guarantee you, because they want that fast cash. Whether it's up to expectation or not, I don't care. The kind of mentality
I think
there.
that pretty much happens in almost all industry. Like for like even in my profession itself, is like when you talk about emceeing or maybe events management, it's always the case. Things that are supposed to be charged about $5,000 and above, some guy comes in with a 500 budget and voila. Whole lock, stock, and barrel, man. I'm going to check out a couple of messages on the board. All videos can do. Porn only a bit, Susa. Trust me, Silan, that is the easiest among all. You message me in the PM Tepi, I'll teach you how. But anyway, that is your question. I would love to answer that, but we'll leave that aside, because on this show, we don't talk about politics, we don't talk about religion, and we can talk about anything else, even up to sex, so no problem, except that too. And Seelan, venturing into music video scene is hard when the music scene itself is in a dilemma. Well, that's true, in fact. But then again, it's like you got to do something about it, right? You can't just bitch about it. It's like being in this dilemma, it's being in a hard time, but something has to be done. But I don't know. For me personally, I view as 2020 seems to be an exciting year for the music industry in terms of the releases that came out, the music that came out, the artists that we've discovered this year, thanks to the online platforms that have been going on. It's amazing, man. Forget about shows. Like shows it's pretty much 2020 is a scrap, like a scrap the whole year. And but 2021 hopefully goes well. But this year, music that came out and even online shows, it's wonderful, man.
A lot of online shows, actually.
Yeah, a lot. Hey guys, for those who's doing online shows, I don't want to sound like a sourpuss or whatever you want to call it. I'm happy that the more the merrier. That for me, I believe the more shows there is out there, but please do it in the right way. Because believe me, there's a lot of guys who've been investing a lot of time, effort to come up with a proper show, and you just come in with a handphone and do some nonsense out there, which is a bad idea, man. You're giving everybody else a bad name, so please don't do that, right? And let's
elaborate, man. What do you mean? Elaborate. What do you mean by doing it right?
All right. I don't know. I'm going to be bitching a little bit down here, which I'm not supposed to, because I know my producer is going to be yelling at me after that. I do have my producer. She's my wife. But she evaluates my production. But anyway, we were just talking about some shows and going on topics, conversations that's taking place. If you're going to have a chat with somebody, don't mock them too much. I mean, let's face it, everybody's trying, right?
What's going on?
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I came across lately. A couple of them. Everybody's trying. They're making an effort to do shows. There's a lot of online content that's happening right now. But at the very same time, a lot of people are very judgmental and very how do I put it? Dinky. Yes, that's the word for it. But you go in, you just crash their shows and do things we're not supposed to do. Things like that. Please stop it, man. Let's be professional in whatever you're doing.
Wait. Do I know about this? Do I know about this?
I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm spitballing down here, so just in case if anyone comes up.
Moving on.
Anyway, moving on, because if I start bitching, it's going to be a long show. But anyway, what do you think about crowdfunding for the music video? Crowdfunding crowdfunding.
I
Has that ever worked?
actually yes. I don't know about Malaysia lah. I've seen maybe in US. I think it was Indiegogo. Indiegogo, right? Is it the
I don't
platform for
know.
funding? Indiegogo.
Oh, there's so
Sometimes
many
you
of
get,
them, man.
yeah, a lot of crowdfunding platforms where the band wants to do a music video. Please support by how much. So in return you get like CDs or T-shirts. I mean, depending how much you pay, or I mean you donate, you get like a certain package, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. No. I mean, like crowdfunding is like, okay, my cost is about 5,000 ringgit. Ladies and gentlemen, please pay for my music video. Those kind of thing. I think that's what he's talking about.
Okay. I never tried before. Like, I only tried tipping from performance.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
know. Just gonna
crowdfunding?
try. I think the next one we're gonna do crowdfunding, lah. Crowdfunding to pay for the host's look for AEW session.
Well, at least AEW Session finally got its funding. So
Yeah. Shh.
from
Shh.
okay, okay.
Well, of course, you got to thank the people that's been supporting it. Like, can we talk about that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because
I mean,
I
probably
think
one of
you have to say it because you're the producer of the show, man.
yeah, but AEW, yeah, it's so unexpected, right? It's just trying out and then
Yeah, okay, it has
a
been
bit
funded, right?
speechless lah. I'm a bit speechless. I mean, we just got the news and we're still waiting for everything to be processed and whatnot. I mean, Sealan is on top of it lah. He's gonna be
Okay,
the
good.
executive producer on behalf because
And I'm going to be the highest paid host for Malaysia's online show.
I have to minus the cost for look there.
Yeah, looks pretty expensive. Like I was just thinking.
Yeah,
Got
in
funding
fact,
coming.
we got funding from Chandana for Djezna Stalker's music video, Memory
Nice.
Silamku. So yeah, I would say blessing lah.
Blessing, 2 in 1. But actually, it's a good thing. There's a lot of people complaining that not getting the support, but in some cases, people do get it. Right?
Can't really comment on that. So,
Okay, we don't.
I
You
like-
don't have to. No. You don't have to. Is it because it's kind of tricky, right? You want to talk about money and all, so we're gonna save it aside. So the next time you want to know about all this money thing, when you see Wang in person, you ask him.
my
He'll
name is
tell you
already
detail.
money. My name is
Money,
already money.
Wang. So without the
Wang
Wang,
tak ada
that
Wang.
Wang, get out lah.
Wang tak ada Wang.
Silan, paid in look, limited to 5 sticks per episode. Screw you guys, man. I'm not coming for the show again. All right. Talking about AEW, when's the next season coming up, man? Since we got the MCO screwed up their plan.
Yeah, spoke to Silan yesterday actually. Planning to do it in December actually. We cannot wait for too long and then everything is gonna die out. The whole
Yeah. Too long break is not a good
momentum.
thing.
Yeah, the momentum is dying already. I feel so. While waiting for the funding to come in, just start. I mean, as how we did before, we started without any help, without any support. There's everything all within our office, our equipments, all there. So we just continue with it. But of course, we wanna improve the show in terms of, I mean, maybe want to tweak a bit of the concept, the design. A lot of things that we need to plan. Haven't actually gotten to that part yet.
Well, if you're gonna plan to kick it off in December. Well, dude, you don't have much time. It's already the second week of the month. You just got another few weeks left to go. But I think you guys can pull it off, man. You guys have been doing a wonderful show. I'll have to admit it. It's one of the best teams that I've worked with. Worked with a lot of shows and a lot of teams, and it's super exciting to work with AEW sessions, especially if you're a musician or you're an artist out there. I'm not saying this just because I'm hosting it, but as a matter of fact, it's one of the best platforms for you to share whatever you have to share. And as a host, what I can say about the show is say everything that you need to say. Promote yourself. Prepare yourself before you come on the show, and don't just wait for the host to come and ask you things. You have something good with you, so share it as much as you can. Share it with your friends. It's more of a platform. We give you the stage. You come on there. You perform. You share it. You have the whole logistics all provided for you. All you have to do is plug and play. So that could be a sample, or that could be an opportunity for you to actually get your fans, treat your fans out there, and at the very same time make some money out of it, right?
Yeah, we are not Astro or Media Prima. Okay, we don't have
Yeah.
much red tape, so it is an indie rebel self-funded platform. So just go all out. I mean, without actually trying to piss anyone off, lah. Be a bit on the
Yeah.
middle, stand on the middle, lah. Don't go on the show and start kutuk people and whatnot.
Yeah, have fun, man. Have fun. That's the whole idea. Because as a host, I've seen it a lot. It's like when you're given a chance, you get in a platform, you just come, you plug, you play, and you go home. You don't do anything more than that. So try to bring your A game or B game, C game, bring all the games there and go all out, go full swing. Like, for example, when we had Tom on board, Tom was having a great time over there. Then we had, who else? We had, oh man, what's the guy? Chikadu.
Who?
What is that? Chikadu. Forgot the guy's name.
Mio, is it?
Mio, yes. Mio had a good time. Ray Chung was there, we had a good time. And a lot of guys came in, they had a good time. So that's, you can take a sample. What you can do is you just head back to the Facebook page, AEW Sessions, facebook.com/AEW Sessions. Everything, the videos, have a look at it, have a feel of the entire show, and you can actually see what's going on. So be part of it. Get in touch with us. Get in touch with Wang, actually. Any email address? How to contact?
I thought
I'm
you're
supposed
supposed
to
to
type
put my
the.
email.
Yeah, screw it, man. Just read it out. Let them watch.
I'm gonna okay. WANGJX
Uh-huh.
at JX-productions. That's with the S.com.
Oh, okay.
This is very long,
Let's
so
see.
that's why I'm malas to explain so much. So you just
Okay,
come out.
what's the email address again?
WANGJX
WANG. Okay, I'm
at
not getting this. Wait, let me try to edit this whole thing out here. WANG.
JX Wang JX lah basically
Okay,
at
lah, Wang JX lah. Okay.
JX-productions.com.
See, JS dash, right? Dash Productions. So I'm just see this is all about being raw and live on the show. Okay, jxproductions.com. So let's see. I'm just trying to go high tech right now. Let's see whether it works or not. Okay. There you go. Wang JX at JX Productions, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go. So you can check it out over there. Just go ahead and do it. As a matter of fact, someone was kind enough, Ellen was kind enough to post it in the comment section, which is because the reason being why I don't type all this is because it's going to go on Spotify. So nobody's going to read anything on Spotify. But anyway, if you're listening in right now, remember, all you have to do is head on to the Facebook page, which is facebook.com or fb.com/AEW Sessions. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Everything
baby.
is there, man. Everything you need is there. So check it out. Send in your stuff. Say like, hey, I would like to be featured in one of the episodes. I'd like to perform for one of your episodes. Go ahead. Come on board. It's going to be fun. Trust me, we have a whole lot of fun down there. The room might be a bit foggy at times. That you got to blame Ellen and the gang, but but it's a nice place. We have a lot of fun down there.
No smoking.
No smoking. Yeah.
in the
I
studio.
gotta quit smoking before I start the show. Hopefully that works. Go back to vaping again. Hey, but I'm making money for the country, man. Vaping, I'm making money for the country. All right.
Yeah.
So remember,
Now it's like 10% more expensive, right?
yeah. So see,
For cigarettes
I-
and vape.
yes, that's what you need to do. You gotta pay
Okay,
taxes,
no
man.
politics. No politics.
No politics.
budget, no politics.
But I'm not going to say politics, but I'm going to say that, hey, I am contributing to the country's economy with my vape stick. So whenever you take that public transport, the moment you drive on the roads or your medical bills, remember, I have a share in that too. All right,
So
here's
how
what.
nice- how nice
Going to
if,
call them to make a TikTok video. I think there was a question earlier for you. Have you guys does Djezna Stalker have a TikTok account?
No.
Have you have plans of you start a new AEW TikTok, Ellen?
Look at this. You think this
Yeah, I
can,
know.
can jalan in
I
TikTok?
did one. I've been forced by Roshan Jamrock to do one, and he's going to screw me up, man. I'm supposed to send him something. I haven't sent anything for
Well,
TikTok. Hopefully, I can
How
do
many
it. Man.
views? How many views?
I don't know. I think about two.
You and your wife.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm not a TikTok
lah.
person, but I'm trying.
No-
It's
no
an
TikTok.
effort, man.
TikTok, no lah, not for now. Too many platforms for me to handle. Unless there's one person, his role is just to manage social media platforms. Then fine by me. But it's just too much on my plate, way.
Yeah, but the thing is also this, like, but Sometimes you just like Dennis said, you got to keep up with the times. There's some things that you actually need to do to keep up with the times, and I don't know, just follow the trend of whatever's going on in the market, right?
You have my blessing to help out with the TikTok.
No, I mean I'm talking about you guys, Jenna Stalker.
Oh, is AEW or Jenna Stalker now?
Jenna Stalker, you see, that's the best part. I'm the guy who's spearheading three different events or companies or whatever like that sessions. So it's a bit tough for me, lah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I got lost also, like TikTok for
I don't know, just like
AEW.
so many things, lah. But anyway, so
Jenna
this
Stalker.
Jenna Stalker, yeah.
I'm probably not the right person to actually be doing the videos.
Come on, man, production
I look
guys, you should be
stupid.
geniuses when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Maybe one day, one day,
One day, we'll
one
wait,
day
lah.
lah.
Huh? We'll wait for that particular day, lah.
I mean,
Yeah,
this kind of things that we really need the certain sudden inspiration, just register an account and then ta-da. I mean,
no, but okay. The thing is also this. I'm going to go back to Jenna Stalker right now. Now you wear the Jenna Stalker hat. Coming as an artist itself, like you do all the production. You get the right sound, the right music video. The right everything. But when it comes to the promotion and publicity of it, how does that work for you guys? It's like because I've seen some guys who really suck, but when it comes to the marketing aspect of it, they are fantastic. Okay, I shouldn't say suck. My bad, my bad. I shouldn't be saying that. But not exactly on par. But some guys are super good, but sadly enough, they're
Yeah.
not getting the reach. So how does that
Yeah.
work with Jedi Stalker? Where are you all actually placing yourselves?
I'm actually not really a pro in doing all this marketing, advertising. I mean, apart from just understanding the mechanics of how Facebook, the ads and stuff, Instagram and all this. To me, I feel that my role is to actually create the content. So I actually do need help in marketing it, to promote it. So I feel that's where we are lacking lah. So that's one of the reason why, the reach and engagement is not really there because we don't really spend on boosting. We don't really regularly come up with like random contents, you see. So yeah, probably this one thing that we should work on. I mean, it's not like a one-man show or so, huh?
Yeah.
Guys. So yeah, it's not only me, it has to be a teamwork, if you can help out with something else, even like Spotify also trying to put our music up to Spotify. This is another thing, a headache also, need to go through all the process. It's tiring, man, seriously.
Yeah, I know, man. But
Even like
well,
when
the only thing that works out is like people like me, or something like that. This particular show, one man show, man, everything from the lights to the thing.
yeah, but you get what I mean, lah.
Yeah, I know. But it is important, right? Don't you think that bands should actually, you have your investment or rather your focus. You also have to invest in time and a bit of money in terms of marketing your music. Because what's the point of coming with all the good shit if you're not going to market the thing right?
Yeah, actually, the band fund is almost drying up.
Yeah, but not in general. I'm talking about in general itself. It's like because I feel sorry for a lot of people. I feel sorry, fucking Charaman is sorry.
Why you speak like that one?
I just
Telling not hard to speak like that already.
I just fucked it all up. Like came in with all the guy I hate. This is something like that. Suddenly, sorry.
Hey, you racist towards me.
Yeah, of course. But anyway, no. But anyway, seriously, it's like I feel sorry for them in the sense that all the good stuff is not being heard or seen because lack of marketing and knowledge. Because I was also talking to the guys from the 3T. I think if you look back a couple of episodes, they were talking about getting on board and how you promote yourself more, finding the right people. I think bands should also take the time to do the research or homework on getting themselves tied up with the right people to promote the music.
Yes. Apart from playing music, you need to do your part in networking. You see, being in the society, being social. You see, and, I mean, there are a lot of musicians out there. They finish a show, you finish playing on stage, and then they just walk away, and go back. this kind of thing. What they should do is like mingle around, stay there. I mean, watch the other bands perform. Start promoting your merchandise, your CDs. Start to speak to people that get to know new people. You who knows, man? You meet someone big, and they can connect you to something bigger eventually.
Yeah, which is true.
No, that's what happened when we were in Japan. Sorry, I have to
Oh yeah,
say.
please elaborate more on that. I
Yeah,
like the story.
yeah. I mean, Japan, the tour, right? It's all our own money as well. We spent like almost 20,000, okay,
Wow.
from our own money to go there and perform five cities lah. So we went to this city called Nagoya. We actually spent 2 nights there. So the first night we played a full band show. Awesome, June. But it was somewhere in the middle of the tour already. So we decided to stay one more night there. The second day is because we wanted a day of a rest. We've been playing back to back. City to another city. It's just non-stop lah. It's tiring. So after the show, I just decided to walk around and got lost and just was looking for a bar and to have a beer. I was with my cameraman lah. And then we decided to like, oh fucker, we got lost lah. Never mind lah, let's just masuk this bar. And it looks good, man. But we got into this bar. It looks like some rock and roll theme pub. You can see all the rock and roll posters. They were playing rock and roll songs. They got the guitar there. I was like, oh, actually this place can actually play music. I mean, it's more like a small little pub. Just one man show. You just play some songs there. So I got to know the owner of the pub. He was actually a promoter for bands like Aerosmith, Stevie Ray Vaughan in Japan. Back then, when he was younger, he was promoting all these artists in Japan. So he retired and he became, he runs a bar now. And we chat. Told them that, we came from Malaysia, we're doing a tour here, just finished a show earlier. So he was like very interested in our music. He asked me to actually do one song right in front. I said, okay lah, why not, right? You offer me, let's be nice. I do a song there. And then he liked what I played. And he asked like, guys, are you interested in playing an acoustic show the next day? Because the next day is the off day, our off day.
Okay.
So I said, I cannot promise. Let me go back and speak to the guys because the rest are in the hotels resting, sleeping already. So they're ons already. The next day we brought our stuff. So actually we were a bit scared, because we're not sure whether is it real or not. It's like just verbally, it's like, hey, come and play lah tomorrow. Just come over.
So we brought a gamble.
Yeah, I mean, you don't do that with some strangers, You get what I mean? You don't do that with some stranger, especially it's from another country. So we went there. Damn, son, the pub full, packed with people. I was like, awesome. June. It's like no more space already, it's a small place.
Were they for you or was it just generally
for
the
us,
crowd?
For us.
Oh.
The bar owner actually brought all his friends over to check out this Malaysian band. Okay. So we went there and did our acoustic set. And then we met this guy who's the R&D manager from Aria Guitar.
Oh, cool.
Okay, Aria Guitar. And then he said he likes our music and he wants us to be ambassadors for the guitars lah. So alamak ni betul kata it's probably drunk talk. He gave me his name card. We came back to Malaysia after the whole tour. We emailed. So, they sent 3 guitars to us.
Nice.
So my point is that always being nice and socially open to people. Like, yes, we finish a show. You just want to rest, you just want to have a beer. And if someone wants to talk to you, you be open lion lah. If I decided to be in a bad mood, I just want to be left alone, want to enjoy my beer. You think I will get those guitars? No.
True, very true.
So it's like, yeah, betul, I cannot.
You never know. Opportunity comes in many different ways. It's just that you need to seize it whenever it comes. Which is true. That's a good lesson. So, because a lot of games.
It's not only for musicians lah. I mean, it can be any other thing. I mean, as a business owner, or if you are, let's say, a magician, or a DJ, or you're looking for your breakthrough. So I feel that it's always nice to be open and, you know, do your networking lah. Even though you don't like it, you just have to put on a mask and do your job, man. It's nowadays it's not like last time. My job is just to play music and hope everything falls into
No,
place.
you got to
Oh, wait,
search. You
man.
got to go out there. I mean, pretty much that's how I earn my living. After every show, you just mingle around, and one guy likes it, and one leads to another. That's how it goes. It's just word by mouth, and that's one of the best ways of handling things. Networking is very, very important for a band,
Yeah.
man. That's a very effective method because the thing is, like, even when you're talking chat with some of the guys who's in the business itself, a lot of things have changed very, very much from the trend of how people used to get involved in the business aspect of music. Now it's more of I just play my music, I create something interesting for the online social media world, and that's about it. But the business aspect of it doesn't seem to be kicking in. So if you want to pay good attention, you try to look for the old school guys. They seem to be doing a pretty good job with that, man. A lot of them, a lot of them. And
Yeah.
yeah, cool, man. Sir, oh wow, this has definitely been one of my favorite chats, man. I never realized time was flying. It's about an hour 20 of chatting, dude.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
imagine that? Because AEW session by now I'll be hearing signals going on in the back. Okay, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes, and that's about
Yeah,
it.
but at first I thought there would be like itinerary to follow. It seems like you're jumping back and forth, back and
No,
forth
that's the
between
whole
three
idea.
things.
I told you this as I did not want this show to be too focused. I wanted to have this particular episode to be as chill as possible because I know you're a very chill out person. It's like for those who know you or whoever has dealt with you before, you're a very laid back person. The conversations, topics. The reason why my wife keeps complaining so much is the show ends at 10 o'clock, but I come back home at 3 o'clock every morning. Why? Because I sit down and talk with these guys for hours, man. They're exciting. They're pretty exciting. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you're
how
too
it works.
kind. Too kind, too
Yeah.
kind.
My wife's not so kind, lah, but but anyway, it's good chatting with you, man. And I'm
Yeah,
looking forward for the new season of AEW Session. Hopefully, it'll be kicking off soon. And once again, for those tuned in, remember it's www.facebook.com/AEW Sessions. And if you're a band, if you're playing for any music or maybe anybody, a client or corporate company that you want to be featured on the show, just email Wang at wangjx@jx-productions.com. You can see the scrollers going there. But if you're on Spotify, listen carefully. It's wangjx@jxproduction.com.
Wang GX.
Wangjx.
I mean, if you, it's weird like it's supposed to be Wang GX lah. Unless I mean, if you want to use Wang, it's better to be Wangster GX.
WANGSTER. I don't know. I just can't. I don't know. For some reason, from day one I've known you, it's always been Wang, 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 Wang for some particular reason. I don't know
yeah,
why is
baby.
that. Yeah,
yeah,
from
baby.
back then, about 10 years ago till now, it's still the same. The Wang, Wang JX. Okay, so thank you so much, dude. Thank you very much. It's exciting. It was really. Thanks for the insight of the production world. There's a lot of things I've learned today, and I believe there are those tuning in will be excited to know more about production side, especially for the listeners who's out of Malaysia. I know there's some of them from US, Albania, and a couple of other countries. Well, please check it out. You want to know what's happening in the Malaysian scene? Visit the website, facebook.com/. AEW Sessions to watch the program, or you can watch this particular video on facebook.com/something like that with NAV. So it's time to wrap things up. Wang, anything else you want to share with the people out there?
Just survive through the CMCO lah. Good luck to you
man.
all.
I know, you gotta survive. That's the saddest part of all, man.
Yeah.
No choice. But it's a good choice, lah. I wish you all the best, man. And just in case if I don't see you in December, if you decide to start the show in January, happy New Year. December. Yeah,
December.
sure you don't do it after Christmas or whatever.
No, I wish you happy Deepavali first, way.
Oh yeah. That's next week, right? With all these things going on, I just kind of forgot about Deepavali, dude.
Yeah.
like-
Don't worry. Let's target December for AEW sessions.
Yeah, we'll look forward for that, man. All right. Regards to the gang, and for those who've been tuned in and been chatting with us, Alan, Dennis, Seelan, and everybody else in between, thank you so much, guys. I'll look forward to seeing you in the future again. All right. So it's time for us to wrap things up and see you guys again in the next episode. Hopefully in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah.
All right.
All right.